Whether you ask One Stop Country, Queens of Country, Country Perspective, or any of the numerous reviewers, newspapers, and blogs she has spoken with, there's only one thing they can all agree on. Kristi Hoopes has the tried and true music that country radio needs.
The Top, broadcasting worldwide on iHeartRadio and Spreaker.com.
Hello, fellow citizens. This is the latest in dork news from around the world. Those wacky potheads may not be as high as they think. They may have our milk money, but we still have all of our brain cells. Fellow dorks, never fear. Those mean girls who steal your bike every day are going to soon end up in Jailsville. Let's see how life looks behind the slammer. Not so much fun making knives out of soap just to survive, is it, ladies? Remember, kids, be a dork, be proud, be hip. Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of black rock back in 1970. What didn't know about the World War Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groovy long hair, just walking in style with a portable MP3 player. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
Really, Chris Top?
Hear the music on the Chris Top program. Hear the talk in the Chris Top program.
Sonny Clarksville, Tennessee.
You can hear the talk in the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish home studio here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How the hell are you doing, world?
Sup,
Sup?
bruh.
Why did you bruh me?
Because you took my saying. You had all that to say. I have one word, and then you also said it.
Oh, that was kind of not very thoughtful.
Yeah,
Is unthoughtful a word?
unthoughtful. That was
Very unthoughtful.
a douchebag move, Top.
What? It was a douchebaggy. Well, you get all the cool stuff. I have to say all the other stuff, and it's not cool. I want to be cool every once in a while. Okay, I'm a little butthurt.
Dude, you gotta get over the butt hurt.
I'm a little bit butthurt. Shh. It's okay. Shh. I can say sup if I want to.
Bruh.
It's my party. I can say sup if I want to.
Yeah, but you just admitted that was a little bit
Well, you know, I say it as I see it.
Let's just move on.
What? What's wrong? I don't understand. So we're buying eggs?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna get eggs because I want to eat eggs tomorrow. And
You're all about eggs these days.
I really am. That's like my new thing. Everyone, like, I'll have this food that I like a lot, and I'll just keep eating it. And
Yeah.
right now, it's eggs. And tonight, I don't want to cook at all, so I'm gonna get something that involves as less cooking as possible.
So we're probably going to have eggs tonight then.
Probably not.
Bruh.
Do you want to cook them?
No.
I don't either.
But you've gotten good at your omelet abilities.
Yeah, true. But I just really don't want to cook.
I mean, do you feel confident in your omelet skills now?
They're all right.
Yeah? The secret's in the olive oil, isn't it?
It really is, yeah.
And you get that right amount of olive oil in there, it's not going to stick. You can just flip that little guy easily, make a really pretty omelet, nice and cheesy.
When that's all it is like, well, not omelets, but like just regular eggs. When it's just regular eggs, it takes like 2 seconds, so I like that.
Yeah, omelets take a little more love and care.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, is it done yet? Are we done cooking?
Yeah, we need to make us some fat omelets one of these days. Not just cheese and meat, but we need to put all kinds of stuff in there. And just have like an omelet party.
An omelet party.
Yeah, come on over for the omelet party, everybody.
Everybody.
Bring your own like omelet ingredients.
Omelets, right?
Yeah.
Bring eggs.
Somebody would show up with weird stuff. You know?
Weird stuff. Stuff.
Like
My
somebody would show up
things.
like with a Hershey bar or something. You know they would. I think that'd be kind of gross.
I don't know. I mean, it could work.
Maybe.
A chocolate omelet.
I mean, bacon works on everything, but I don't know if chocolate works on everything. I mean, you could probably chocolate cover bacon. That would probably be okay. Salty and sweet. You know, like, have you ever had like salty French fries and drank a chocolate milkshake? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, I put them together.
Yeah. So I put them together in my mouth. I wouldn't like dip my French fry in it, but I would like eat a bunch of French fries, then quickly drink chocolate shake with it.
I would dip them.
Right. I mean, same thing.
Pretty much, yeah.
I guess. Now I want a chocolate shake and French fries.
Right. I wanted chocolate milk earlier.
Yeah, we got to stop.
We do.
We got to stop.
Like that soda yesterday was like crazy.
We've been doing pretty bad.
Yeah, we need to.
We got to turn that down.
Yeah.
I'm with you, though. I mean, I'm back on track now, I think.
You think?
I hope. At least till we see a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's all over again.
And then I was like, you know what? You can drink as much soda as you want, but I'm done.
No, I'm back on track. I've got my water chilled with fruit ice today.
How did you do that fruit ice again? Like, what?
I just froze the fruit that we had, and then you just drop it in water, and it chills it, and it gives it a fruity taste.
So it's like the fruit is frozen into the ice.
Yes.
Interesting.
Well, it's like, no, it's not frozen. It's just frozen fruit, and then you just dump it in the water as ice.
I don't know. That's like way over my head.
Bruh, I just froze it like a grape and dropped it in my water.
So it's like you took it and like you poured the water into the ice cubes and then
no.
put the thing.
You know, like the little cups of fruit that we had. I froze those.
You just put it.
Then I just froze them, and then I just put the frozen fruit into the water.
Dang, Tom.
That I'm drinking, and then it just like chills the water and gives it a fruity taste.
There you go.
Yeah, because I figured we probably weren't going to eat it all, so I thought I'd use it for something.
I was gonna say like you should like get some more of those because those are good. I had one and I want more.
Yep. Yeah, fruit's good. Mm-hmm. I guess it's good for you.
It is. You guess.
I guess. Well, you know how people talk. They say like, you know, you eat too much fruit, it'll make you fat. It's like it turns to sugar. I'm like, dude, bro, it's fruit.
It's fruit.
Tell me I can't eat fruit now. So what can I eat?
Vegetables.
You know? Yeah, vegetables. I mean, yeah, but I mean, you're going to get tired of just eating vegetables. I got to have a big juicy steak and a potato, and then I got to have like chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake.
For dessert, some sweet tea.
Definitely
soda's only when we see a movie.
Mm-hmm. No more sodas.
Sodas are
That's
evil.
ridiculous.
Sodas are from
Ever
the devil.
since we got back from Paris Island, it's been like...
Yeah, we kind of haven't been doing too good. But we're going to get back on track with that. So we've got Kristi Hoopes on the show, and I hope I'm saying her last name right.
Hoopes.
Hoopes. I hope it's not something weird like...
Hops.
Like Hops or Jones.
Jones. Something weird like Jones.
We've got 2 songs of hers to play today. We're going to play At Least It's Something, and then we have another song which I think is a great message. We're going to play In My Own Sweet Time. Love them both. So we're going to come back and visit with Kristi Hoopes here in just a little while. Should be fun. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Good. Okay, I want you to say Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Emporium.
That's what I said. Magnolia Emporium.
No, not Magnolia Emporium.
I said that. Magnolia Emporium.
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 No, not young. It's Magnolia Emporium.
Handy Randy.
Magnolia Emporium.
704-248-6808. We want your space to reflect your success.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recording.
Yeah, I totally messed that up. That's not what I meant to do at all. Well, I saw the... Never mind. I'm just going to... WABA Awards 2016 live from legendary B.B. King's downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Come on out and work on being awesome right along with the Chris Top program, Magnolia Emporium, and B.B. King's. Performing live. Mondays, Mona Lisa. Devin Nichols. Stevie Jules. Angela Sue Cheslot. Bryce Hitchcock. Madeline Victoria. Chelsea Nicole.
You make me smile, you make me laugh when I cry.
Elena.
It means why you gotta talk that trash? Shouldn't be throwing stones way up in your
Lacey
house.
Caroline.
If I could just see you right now.
WABA Awards 2016 at legendary BB King's downtown Nashville, Tennessee, June 12th from 1 until 3 o'clock.
This is a free event.
Thanks to Magnolia Emporium, BB King's, and the Chris Top program.
This has been a Chris Top production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
So we tried to get Kristi on the show. I didn't get an answer.
And so we're going to have an interview with this cat instead.
I wonder if it was a time thing. Maybe she thinks like it's really 5 o'clock or something.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know either. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send her a quick email and see if we can get her on, because I want to play her songs.
Right.
They're really, really, really good songs, so I want to make sure we play those. But here's something that you might enjoy in the meantime. But we're going to try to get Kristi Hoopes on the line, and we'll be back in just a few.
1 year before the big graduation day. A gallon of gas was 91 cents, and I couldn't stop listening to Guns N' Roses. Big Hair was in. Speaking of Big Hair, I could afford to see Big twice at the movies because tickets were $3.50. Welcome to the summer of 1988. Life was good to me that particular year. My first car was a 1971 Volvo. My brother Larry tried his best to make me believe it was a cool car. Looks a lot like a Mercedes, he told me. I believe it lasted about a week before falling apart on the way to work one day. I ended up buying Larry's 1985 white Cutlass with a vinyl roof. I'm guessing he gave me a good deal because he felt bad about the Mercedes. That Cutlass was sweet. The first thing I did was purchase some shiny rims and install a decent radio. Summertime, here I come. My group of friends were the best. We may not have been the most popular kids around, but we had swag. I surrounded myself with a pretty smart bunch of guys. They say if you hang out with the wrong crowd, people automatically assume you're some sort of a hoodlum. I'm not sure if there's any truth to that. I can, however, tell you that when you hang with the smart kids, everyone believes you're a genius. This put me in some awkward situations. I spent a lot of time trying to convince my peers to cheat off someone else because they were going to fail. So I was classified as one of the nerds. I was totally all right with this. Let's be honest, I could have been called much worse, so I wore it as a badge of honor. Looking back, the title of dork would have fit me much better anyway. A young man can only sit around with his buddies talking about girls so long before finally working up the nerve to make a real move. Trust me, we talked about the opposite sex all the time. Sure, we hung out, we went to Funland, that was an arcade, and we worked the bowling skills often. We were teenage boys, so we were amazing at multitasking. I could pick up a spare easily while talking about Cindy, who I would finally talk to this year. I could break my old Gallagher record while describing how perfect we would be together. The whole group knew it was all talk. Each one of us was guilty. None of us could ever work up the nerve to ask a girl out. I guess when a guy beats himself down so much, it has the opposite effect sometimes. We get to the point of totally giving up, then something beautiful happens. Inspiration hits us like a fat kid hits the candy store, and we finally grow a set. I had made up my mind to make the call. I was not going to wait for the new school year to start. I was prepared to start my very first summer romance with her, with Cindy. I could read a phone book. I knew what street she lived on. We had entered the friend zone my junior year, so I had a few details. This was way before Facebook, so I had to do things the hard way. I dialed the first digit with confidence. Okay, Google rotary phone if you don't know what that is. By the time I was on the last couple of numbers, my confidence was barely strong enough to hold the receiver to my ear while I dialed. I recall how mortified I was when the ring sounded off. I can remember saying to myself, she must not be home, and prepared to hang up. With each ring, I relaxed a little bit more, thinking she would not answer. Out of nowhere, I hear the sweetest sound on the other end. "Hello," she said. Immediately, I slammed the phone down. That was enough. That was it. My heart was pounding. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. Damn it, I'm such a loser. Looking back at the summer of 1988, I realized how wonderful it truly was. I had my friends. I had the car. I was invincible. Maybe I didn't have the nerve to call Cindy, but that gave me one more summer with my buddies to build memories I will never forget. It's a shame we can't recognize the good old days while we're living in them. I wouldn't change a thing about my summer. I did finally work up the nerve to ask her out, but that's a story for another time.
Okay, well, I can't get Kristi for some reason. I texted her, and she may have gotten cold feet. You know how intimidating we can be sometimes.
Right, we're so scary.
Yeah, so we'll play her songs, but first I want to say hi to Sonia, that is in the chat. She's decided to join the Voices in Our Heads over on the ChrisTop program.
It's about time. I haven't seen her.
I know.
Forever.
Where have you been, Sonia?
What the hell?
She said, looks like I'm in time to hear 2 more live shows. Yay me.
Actually, one show.
One show. But she said this, and this is relevant for today. She said, there was a boy in my high school that dressed just like Prince, but that was common in the mid-'80s to dress like your favorite singer. Yeah, I liked Prince a lot, but I never dressed like Prince.
Who did you dress like?
Axl Rose.
Who did you really dress like?
I just was me. I wasn't cool enough to dress like anybody.
You just kind of had normal.
Yeah, probably a mix between Elvis and Billy Joel without that good hair.
Probably.
Okay, so Kristi says she's going to try calling us because the mountains always give us trouble when it comes to getting a connection.
The mountains, that's the truth.
So Kristi, even if you don't get through, we're still going to play your music because we love you to death. Kevin, remember the Prince album you couldn't think of where he was buck naked? Kevin says the name of the album is called Love Sexy.
Oh, okay.
And it's all one word, I guess, unless he forgot to space it.
Love Sexy.
It's called Love Sexy.
Love Sexy.
Yeah.
Butt naked.
So I think Prince is probably the original one that brought sexy back. Maybe.
Was it ever gone?
I can't believe he's dead.
I can't either.
That just blows my mind.
It's sad. It's like...
And I literally found out about it right before we started going live today, and it was just like, whoa, because I would have done something for that. But, yeah, Prince will definitely be missed because he was such an inspiration, I think, to just all kinds of different artists.
What I was reading on, he was in the hospital, and then I think he got home. He had, he thought he had the flu for, several weeks. So I don't know what was really going on there, but it was some kind of illness.
Yeah, so I don't know. So just that goes to show you if you're ever sick, just go to the doctor.
Right.
Don't second guess nothing, just go. I say that, but
you never do you?
Yeah, not unless I'm really sick, then I'll go. If I'd been Prince sick, I probably would have went.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's freaking Prince. You think that they could have gave him something? Like us normal people, we don't get the same kind of medicine. I don't think
that is not true.
What?
There's no way that's
it's
true.
like Chris Top here, put him in the back. Prince, get Prince in here quick. Stat. That's just how I picture that going down. But I don't know.
You imagine how many lawsuits that would bring up to surface?
Well, I don't know. I doubt it happens.
Like if you put somebody that was in the public eye in front of somebody that was freaking dying, you imagine how many lawsuits?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't.
I don't think it happens.
I think the president would get top priority over me.
Probably the president.
Okay, so I mean, so it happens.
Yeah, but the president.
Well, but Chris Top.
Yeah, Chris Top's pretty good. But I mean, as far as the freaking national security, you need the president.
Mm-hmm. So a little bit on Kristi Hoopes.
So run for president, Chris Top.
All right, so 7 years she's been doing this. She's had 30 plus awards. Let's see. She's got she's 4-time Songwriter of the Year, 5-time New Country Female Entertainer of the Year, and Nashville Recording Artist. And they say, one of the things they say about her is that she's creating the country music of tomorrow today. So, in other words, she's ahead of her time.
Ooh.
So, what do you guys think? We're going to play the first song from Kristi that we have as soon as I can pull it up here. And I saved my favorite one for last on this one.
Of course.
First one, yes. The first one we're going to play, because I like the message on the last one a lot, but the first one we're going to play, it's called At Least It's Something. And this is Kristi Hoopes, and hopefully we'll have her on the show before we end it here in just a little while. But this is Kristi Hoopes, At Least It's Something, right here on the Chris Top program.
Here it comes again. That summer sinking in. Turn on the light, turn it back off. Swimming in the sheets till morning comes. And drown in the thought of you when the day is done. Here it comes again. The pain and the numbing. Don't make it easier to let you go. Don't do nothing but let me know there was something. Oh, there was something. Something in the way you held me, in the way you tell me that you love me for life. Something in the way you kiss me, in the way you whisper sweet nothings all night. But holding on to memories won't bring you back to me. Hurting's better than nothing, at least it's something. Here I go again, trying to pretend like watching you leave didn't tear me apart. The taillights fading didn't break my heart. It was nothing. Oh, it was something. Something in the way you held me, in the way you tell me that you love me for life. Something in the way you kiss me, in the way you whisper sweet nothings all night. But holding on to memories won't bring you back to me. Hurting's better than nothing, at least it's something. Something in the way you held me, in the way you tell me that you love me for life. Oh, something in the way you kiss me, in the way you whisper sweet nothings all night. But holding on to memories won't bring you back to me. Hurting's better than nothing, at least it's something. At least it's something. Hurting's better than nothing. At least it's something.
You are absolutely positively in the right place. This is the Chris Top program, and we do have a surprise for you.
It's the President of the United States.
Better than that, it's Kristi Hoopes. How are you doing, Kristi?
I am awesome. Thank you guys so
Good.
much for having me on.
Well, you're welcome. And I was just saying, it's better late than never. Those darn mountains.
Honestly, I don't care if it's regular radio, TV, airplane. It does not matter.
It doesn't matter.
Speak just up and decides you don't get to have Wi-Fi today.
Well, I'm just glad you're here. I thought maybe you listened to the show earlier and you're like, I don't want to be on that show. And then, but we love you to death, and we were just listening to At Least It's Something, and we've got a few people in the chat. We've got we got Sonia in there, and I know, and who else is in there? We've got I think Kevin's listening. And then we've got people all over Twitter. I know, I think Devon's out there, Dimitri. We've got all kinds of people listening. But we love you to death. And what do you, or where did, At Least It's Something, where did that come from? You wrote that yourself, right?
I did, yes. That was actually a funny story. that song took me a total of 15 minutes to write.
No, I'm jealous now. So you can sit down and
15
write
freaking
something
minutes.
like that in 15 minutes.
It would, honestly, it's one of my songwriting style, I think, is it is very different. I don't write in the typical where I'll sit down and be, okay, I'm going to write a song today. I can't do that. I'm the kind of person that it just hits me out of the blue, and I'm like, I constantly have a notepad, a voice recorder. Like, I'm that weird person that'll like, you'll see me go over in the corner and start like talking to myself in my phone.
Ooh.
And people are like, what is she doing?
Did you have any friends in high school?
You know, I have
Actually.
I have the weird friends. I'm
Right.
I'm in the theater group, so we're all a little quirky.
So you're a thespian.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Hardcore thespian.
So do you do musicals or non-musicals or both?
Yeah, no, that was actually how I got started in the whole music scene. Was I started acting my first play in second grade. I played Scrooge in the Christmas Carol because
Did you really?
no boys wanted to audition for the show. So
That's
I
kind of
played
cool.
Scrooge with a bald cap and a cane, and that was
That's
that was
great.
my first show.
So you were a cross-dresser way back before it was cool.
Oh yeah,
I think that's cool that you played freaking Scrooge, because like how many women can say, yeah, I played Scrooge in
Right.
the Christmas Carol?
Not very many.
nope. But
You played
yeah,
Bob
so-
Cratchit's wife.
Yes, I mean, at least it's something was, you know, I started writing that. It just kind of started coming to me. I had recently got out of a relationship, and you know, I was in kind of that state of missing them and feeling, you know, it's kind of that realization that you don't actually believe that it's over, and you just want to feel okay again. And I just, you know, it just started coming to me, and I was really, you know, after I had written it, I was looking back and I was like, how did this happen? It just came out of nowhere. But I think that's the best part about songwriting, is that if it comes from the heart, which it should, it's something that it's very therapeutic, I guess. You know, it's a way of healing, and getting yourself through tough times. And I think that's why so many people love the song, is because it's something that they can definitely relate to.
Sure. And, you know, the great thing about that, about being creative like somebody like you don't have to waste money on a psychiatrist.
You know, I
Right?
just have conversations with myself via song.
Right? You talk to
down,
yourself,
talk.
you lay on your own couch, you write your songs, you got your therapy, you're good.
Boom, bam.
So, okay, so you said you came out of a relationship at that time. Are you back on the prowl again? Are you single, or are you dating somebody?
I am single and ready for a Pringle, quite honestly.
Ready for a Pringle.
So you, now, is music your first love, or will you put music in the back seat for the right person?
No, I think for me, music will always be my first love. I am a package deal with music. If you're getting in it with me, you've got the music is coming with it. I will always that's always been where my heart and soul has been. That's where I put dedication, my time, and that'll always have a. I don't think I could be with somebody and be like, yeah, well, we need to kind of back off on the playing all the time. I don't know. I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, they'll just have to understand that, you know, you won't always be able to go to the movies or out to dinner. You might have a gig, or you might be inspired to write that night.
You know, that's been my biggest challenge. I'm still in school. Actually, I'm graduating this year. But I've missed, you know, I can tell you, and it's kind of difficult. I've missed countless birthdays, get-togethers, friends parties, you know, things like that. You know, you kind of, with being a musician, you have to make a choice of, are you going to choose your career and your future and get up every day and say, you know what, if I don't do it, no one else will? Or are you going to choose having a really great social life? And for me, you know, I made the choice very early on that this is something I need to be committed to. This is my career. This is my passion. And I'm willing to sacrifice in order to get where I want to go.
Well, it sounds like to me you have your priorities in the right place. And anybody that tries to make it in the business that you're trying to make it in, they've got to put it first. Otherwise, they're just going to have to go home.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, you come to a place like Nashville, and
Oh, yeah.
you don't have that mindset, you're going to be gone in a month.
well, no, I mean, it's the choice between, is music going to be your livelihood, your career, or is it just a hobby? And if it's a hobby, that's fine. But, you have to make that choice, like you said. And, especially in Nashville, everybody is out there for the same reason, and you have to be working harder than the person next to you.
Yeah. Now, last summer you came, or where do you live?
I live in Colorado.
In Colorado. But you came to Nashville last summer, and you got a chance to, was it last summer where you cut your first album?
2 summers ago.
2 summers ago. You went to the RCA Studios.
Yes.
Now, have you been back since, or was that the last trip, the last time you were in Nashville?
I've been back since, actually. Yeah, I went back for that following summer. I did CMA Fest, got to do some interviews and some cool stuff during the week of CMA
cool.
Fest, which was great. And then I was actually there last month doing college tours.
Oh.
So I will be moving out in the fall to go to college out in actually in Murphy.
Oh, so you're going to be a native, so we'll get to see you anytime.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, okay. So anytime you play, you better let us know, or I'm going to be just wicked upset with you.
Oh, you bet. You will be the first person on my list.
Nice. And will you dedicate songs to us?
Oh, most definitely.
Oh, great.
Most definitely.
Great. And you can just make up stuff. Be like, we wrote this for Chris and Allie Top. And just, that
and
kind
then
of...
boom, bam.
It'll be, you know what? Maybe if the inspiration hits me, and I have a feeling after this review, it probably will.
Yeah.
Might have to write a the top program, some kind of song. I feel like there's going to be a very big ode to the Chris Top program.
That would be wonderful.
That would be bows.
We'll play the heck out of it too.
You know it.
I wish I would have known you were in town last year. I wish I'd have known you then, because every year we sit up at BB King's and we do interviews from BB King's for 3 or 4 days. Yeah, and we were there. We've been there the last 2 years, and we're going out again this year.
Okay.
But I'm guessing you won't be there this year since you're going to actually be moving to Nashville in the fall.
Well, when are you doing it?
During CMA Fest.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we were planning on coming out.
Well, then you got to come see us.
Sweet.
Okay. Well,
Oh.
you give me the deets and all of that
Oh,
stuff.
dude, I totally will. I totally will.
days.
Now we're totally booked on our interviews, but
Okay.
on the 12th we've got an awards ceremony, and we're talking like red carpet pictures, a great chance to network with other people, and that would be good for you since you're moving out in the fall. You could go ahead and meet some people there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so and you can wear like a really pretty dress if you want, and we can get
Honestly,
some really good pictures.
any excuse for me to get dressed up. You caught me on the way coming back from getting my nails done. Tomorrow is my first senior prom.
Oh, you better post some pictures. I want to see them.
Oh, definitely.
Now, who are you going to prom with?
I'm going to prom with my lady love. Her name is Laura.
Okay, so you guys are just going to hang and be like,
Yep.
Yeah, guys, you only wish.
Oh no, we're gal palling it. We are. we got the corsage. But we got the corsages.
Yeah.
We're all good to go.
What is a corsage?
It's a flower.
Even if we're doing, it's the flower that
goes on
that you
it.
wear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But even if we're going as girl dates, we go hard. We go hard.
Yeah. Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. Now, if you want, when you get to Nashville, like when you start, dating guys in Nashville and stuff, if I need to approve any of them, like if you want to send them my way first, I'll be happy to do that for you.
And if you need me to beat any of them up, I got your back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, girl. Yeah,
Run 'em down,
I'll make sure they got resumes and everything.
Exactly. Send them to me, and I'll check them out first. I'll do some background checks and stuff like that.
We grill them, do some.
Oh, absolutely.
Ask them the important questions.
That's because I know you'll be far from home, so I need to make sure everything's good. We got to take care of Kristi.
Right.
Yeah, for
exactly.
sure. Yeah. So if I want to stalk you online, how do I do that? Where do I go?
Well, you can stalk me online on many, many places.
Oh.
First and foremost being my website, KristiHoopes.com.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We're on Blogger, Pinterest. Pinterest is my personal favorite.
Oh.
So you can see, I honestly, it's a little bit of an addiction now. I told myself that I wasn't going to, and then I did. Honestly, all I do all day is just post food. I just pin food all the time.
Really? Are you one of those people?
No.
I'm one of those. I've gotten to be in it. I get it from my mom. I'm one of those people now where I have to take pictures of everything I eat.
That's so funny. I'll take pictures if I cook it, but if I'm at McDonald's, I don't take a picture of my fries.
Oh no. Well, now here's the thing though, because I pin so many recipes recipes and things, she unfollowed me on Pinterest. My mom unfollowed
Your
me.
own mother unfollowed you. That's horrible.
That's sad. Did you call her out on it? Did you be like, Mom?
Oh, I did. No, I did too, because I came down and I was like, why aren't you liking any? Did you stop following me on Pinterest? And she's like, yeah, I deleted you.
Wow.
It's just straight. And I was like, that is cold. I'm
I need
like,
to talk
what's
to your
next?
mom
You're gonna
for you.
and now she stalks me on Twitter and stuff. And I was
Yeah.
like, what's next? Am I gonna tweet too much?
That's great. That's great. Kristi Hoopes, her own mom won't follow her.
Deleted her.
Yeah, that should be like an album like title or something.
That might be the next song.
Yeah, you never know.
I got unfriended by my mom.
That could be a hit. You never know. It's probably true in a lot of cases.
I bet.
Yeah. Now, do you, since you like to take pictures of food, do you actually cook as well?
I do.
Ooh.
Yes. I am big. I cook everything. I try and cook as often as possible, actually, but I'm a big soul food aficionado. Fried chicken is my go-to at all hours of the day.
It won't be a problem for you to find a boyfriend in Nashville, I don't think.
I would hope not.
I don't think. not if you're playing that game.
Oh yeah. No, I mean everything, and especially it's an odd combination. It's always got to be fried chicken, a little bit of watermelon, and some fried okra, and I'm good to go.
Ooh, fried okra. I can eat a lot of fried. I like to dip it in ranch dressing too.
I
Same.
don't even know what that is. So it's like,
You've had it before. We had it at the Catfish House. They serve the fried okra and then you dip it in the ranch.
that's probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Now I gotta
It is.
ask, what is your personal? Would you say is the best restaurant that you've eaten at in Nashville? I know that's probably hard to pick one, but
Holy crap. I'm really partial to BB King's.
yeah.
Yeah, when you come by there, you got to eat their crack and cheese.
Oh my goodness.
I call it crack. It's really mac and
mac
cheese,
and
but
cheese,
it's
but
addictive.
it's crack.
Yeah.
Crack.
And they
I like
put
it.
like one of those like the or not the refried, but the like they put chicken on it.
Yeah.
And
Chicken.
it is so good. It's so good. But in the South we deep fry everything.
Oh, well, that's perfect.
yeah.
I mean, because it's hard to find, let me tell you, in Colorado, it is hard to find good soul food. It is very hard to find
dude.
out here. It's
Well, we've
few
got
far-
Cracker Barrels out here.
I know.
and,
We do. We have a couple cracker barrels, but
Yeah.
it's nothing compared to the Nashville eats.
Yeah, we'll have to have a cook-off sometime because I can make a really mean pot roast.
Ooh, pot roast.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're making me hungry. I'm gonna have to.
And if you ever get out to Clarksville, I just mentioned the Catfish House earlier. It's like a little seafood place, and they have like a lot of home cooking where they do the fried okra, and you can order other stuff too. And it's a really good experience. Yeah, so we can kind of show you some stuff.
Oh, good. Yeah, and I know I'm gonna be a newbie. I'm gonna need someone to show me the ropes.
Yeah, and we got all kinds of friends that do what you do. So I mean, we can definitely help you out with some maybe some people to write with, and
Heck yeah.
there's a buddy of mine, a producer of mine that I would trust with anything. His name's Craig Wilson, and I can definitely get you in touch with him as well.
Awesome. That's the best part of this. I love being able to meet so many different people, and you meet so many people from different walks of life, but everybody is all on the same wavelength when it comes to music. I love it.
Yeah, in Nashville, you come to Nashville, and as far as like the competition, it's brutal, but you're never going to find a city where there's more people willing to help you.
Right.
Oh, sure.
For sure, because you got to admit, and you've been here a few times. You're beautiful, you're talented, and then she's modest.
You're gonna
too.
make her blush.
She's modest too, and then she comes to Nashville, but there's a lot of beautiful and talented people. So you got to figure out what your niche is. What makes you a little bit different. That kind of thing. But you're definitely on the right track. I mean, I'm looking at some of your stuff here. You've been doing this for what, like 8 or 9 years now?
8 now. Started when I was 10 years old.
Yeah, and you've got all these awards like Songwriter of the Year, New Country Female Entertainer, you've got a pretty big list. Like, which one are you most proud of?
Wow, that's hard.
It is a tough question.
I think probably the best award I have was the first Songwriter of the Year award I ever won, which is actually I won it in Pigeon Forge when I was 11 for it's the International Country Music Association International, and it was something I competed in locally in Colorado with the CCMAs. And then from that point, you moved on to Nashville and you competed with people all across the globe. And I had won first place internationally for songwriting. So I think that was when I was 11. For me, that was the indicator that, hey, I think I might be on to something. I can remember just standing up. I mean, I cried incessantly because I was just so, you don't think as a 10-year-old, I mean, I didn't think my stuff was really that good. I mean, I'm a person that I will call myself a perfectionist. I try
think we may have
everything better. And when I was younger, I, at that point, as confident as I am, I still thought that that it wasn't good enough. But, at that point, when I won that award, it was just, a sign to me that, yeah, you're on the right track and you need to keep going.
Nice. And I guess somebody like you have these little moments or these little epiphanies in your life that sort of give you that little push that you need, huh?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Oh, yeah. Well, RCA was definitely the biggest one for me. And it still to this day is. I mean, I will... I pinched myself and asked myself, did I really record there? Was I really there? Because when you're in that space that so many of the people you looked up to and that inspired my writing have recorded. I mean, Casey Musgraves being one of them. And I was at her concert last night. She's down amazing. At the Bluebird in Colorado. But, people or like Chris Stapleton too, who's recorded at RCA. But when, the people that you look up to and that have inspired you have recorded in that same place, there's just so much history, and I just feel humbled. It was just a humbling experience, and that's something that I carry with me because I think it's important that, no matter how many awards I win or how successful this becomes, I always want to make sure that I stick to the things that my parents taught me. Be kind, be gracious, be humble. Stick to your roots. Do not forget the people who got you to the place where you are, because, no one did it on their own. No one can say that they single-handedly did everything in their career on their own, and you have to give it to the people that helped you, but you've also got to give it to yourself too for working hard. But yeah, just that would be the biggest motivator for me. That still is.
And I like that about you because you are down to earth and you seem very approachable. And
that's always good.
Yeah, I mean, we go to a lot of like writers rounds, and we'll go to like the Commodore a lot and in Nashville, and you can tell who's approachable and who's not. Like when they're done singing,
Sure.
and we'll go up and talk to just about anybody, but some people just kind of want to do their thing and leave.
Sure.
But a big part of it is like really getting out there and networking and knowing people and that kind of thing. But I think you've got that.
Well, thank you. Well, I agree. I mean, I think that's, I think that is the most crucial piece of the business, is that you can be beautiful, you can be talented, you can have great songwriting ability, great vocal ability, but if you don't have the connections, if you don't know who you need to know, you're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So who do you think, let me ask it like this. Have your parents, you think, been the biggest motivator for you in your lifetime?
Absolutely. I quite frankly, I don't think I would be where I am today if I didn't have their support, because, I think a lot of people look at, music, that's cute, it's a hobby, it's something that you do in your free time, or theater's a hobby, or any kind of art is really just, that's cute that you do that on the side. But I don't think a lot of people necessarily think of it as a professional career. And I'm really grateful that my parents said, if this is something that you want to do, we're going to help you do it. And my mom has been my manager. My dad, he's the roadie. He carries all the stuff. Love him to death. All the amps and all the chords and the guitars. He wants to be the bass player, but we're the backup singer. But he kind of can't carry a tune in the bucket. But we're working on it.
I have a lot in common with your dad. I do. I really do. And Craig, I brought Craig up earlier. He's listening right down to the show, but I definitely want you to meet him. He'll be at the CMA Fest as well. But good. Craig is a great producer, and he knows a lot of people.
Good deal.
So just make sure, when this works out for you, that Allie and myself get some backstage passes.
You bet.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll have.
I want to be jamming back there.
Yeah. We want to hang out, just so we can feel cool.
get
Oh,
bed
yeah.
grapes and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll make sure. Okay, now I gotta ask though. Is there a specific color M&M that we're gonna need in the
Ooh,
jar? Are we gonna need like a green?
I really
M&M?
like those carrot cake M&Ms.
I'm not
that
real
came
picky
out.
when it comes to M&Ms. I'll take any color.
Carrot cake.
I see no color.
What?
I did the little thing in front of my face too. Okay, so
See no color.
so we've got another song, and I want Craig's listening right now, so I want him to hear this song that we're going to play. And this is my favorite, just because I think the message is so good. And do you want to explain where this one came from? Did this one hit you in the middle of the night and wake you up out of a dead sleep, or did you plan this one out? It's called "In My Own Sweet Time."
I was about to say, did you even name the song?
No, I actually didn't even write the song.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The song was actually written by, it was a co-write between, it was Jeanette McCurdy was originally the one that was going to record the song. But it was through the whole RCA Studio A thing. I had actually, so backstory, reverse. So with At Least It's Something, I had won this Lyricord songwriting contest, and the prize was that you got to go out and record in Nashville. And so we went out there. My producer, Biff Watson, asked me, okay, so we're going to record we're going to record At Least It's Something, and we want to record a couple other of songs. And I said, okay. So they gave me a catalog of some songs to choose from. And so I obviously had At Least It's Something, and then I chose another one. And the one that really stuck out to me the most was definitely In My Own Sweet Time. It just had this message, that was really inspiring for me. And I think for a lot of people, that you can get there and that in your own sweet time, you're going to make it there. But yeah, it was, Jeanette McCurdy was one of the songwriters, and then there were two other on it. But, I it's one of those where I wish I had written it. I really do.
But you connect with it though, and that's important too, because if you don't connect with it, if you don't believe it, then you're not going to do a good job singing it.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
And I like the message because it's like I relate to it, because we have this home studio that we're working on. We've got it, it's coming together. We've got like the window, and we've got like, the 2 bedrooms dedicated to it and all this, and it's coming together. But we'll probably have it done by this fall. And I'm like, I wish it was just done. But you got to enjoy the trip too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you can't just wish all your time away, then your life's over.
Yeah, and that's not good.
Yeah, you have to learn to enjoy the journey a little bit, and then sightsee and just have fun along the way.
Because that's
Absolutely.
That's what living is, right?
Yeah. So we got Cowpote podcast in the chat, and yo back to you. And then Craig Wilson joined the chat. He says, nice to listen and meet you. He's here as well. So I don't know who's on the website. Sonia's hanging out. JP's there. JP's probably going to want you to come to Canada.
Woo!
So
I've gotten a lot of autograph requests from Canada lately. There's been a big flood of Canadians.
And Sonia loves your song. I guess she loved the first one that we played. So I can't wait for Sonia to hear this one. This one's called In My Own Sweet Time. Kristi Hoopes right here on the Chris Top program.
I may be young, sometimes in a rush, so much to get done, and there's not enough hours in the day, no time to waste. I got dreams to chase, I can almost taste them, touch them, see them in my mind. I got a long way to go, and it's a winding road. But if I walk like I know where I'm going, love like I'll never get hurt, reach
In My Own Sweet Time, Kristi Hoopes. I could put that on repeat and listen to it at least 20 times before I had to take a bathroom break. At least.
Well, thank Jess Alexander and John Randall, the wife duo who wrote it, and Jeanette McCurdy. Thank them. I'm just the singer.
Well, the way you sing it, though, you say just the singer, but I mean, you would think you wrote it just because of
because you seem connected
the heart
to it.
that you put into it. Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely.
It's all about heart.
It's all about heart.
It's such a fun song. I mean, I could listen to it over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
and hey, if you get a chance, go back and listen to the show before this one today. It's one of the albums that Craig produced, Two-Way Crossing. He had a hand on all those. And then, let's see, Devon. Why do I do that? Devon.
Damn it.
It's Devon. Devon Nichols. Look her up, too. He produced her last couple songs as well. Kind of give you an idea that he knows what he's talking about a little bit.
all right.
I just like Craig. I'm partial to Craig. I can't help it. Okay, so Kristi, let's say it's 10 years down the road. Okay. Maybe you're still living in Nashville. Maybe you're not. What do you see yourself doing at that time?
Hopefully I will have released a couple of albums by that time. Hopefully I'll be on tour, just doing, basically doing what I do now, but on a larger scale. And I think, just being able to perform as much as possible. I would love, like I said, being on tour, being able to be on the radio would be great. Mm-hmm. I've done it a couple of times on some local radio stations, but I would love to do. I
bet that's exciting to hear your song on the radio.
It is. It was one of those. The first time that I heard it, I had to pull over on the side of the road because I was freaking out. Call my mom. I was like, Mom, you have to listen to this. You have to listen to this. And so she, and then she got my dad on the phone. So we were doing like a 3-way call of all of us listening, freaking out together.
So what would be cooler? Say you're on a road trip somewhere and you stop at this little diner out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then somebody goes up to the jukebox and plays one of your songs, or you are on this particular stage in Nashville. It's called the Grand Ole Opry. Like, what would be the epitome of your dream?
Oh, I think Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah,
hands down.
I kind of figured you'd say, but the jukebox thing would still be cool too, right?
That would be cool in its own way of, you're kind of sitting there incognito.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
It's that idea, I guess, of just the best part I think about being a musician is that knowing that people at any time could be listening to your music and feeling it and loving it the way you do. I think that's just an incredible, it's one of those things that it's happening, but when it happens in front of you, you don't know what to say, or, it's one of those humbling moments for sure.
I bet. I'll never experience that, but I can live it through you. So
you live vicariously.
Yes. So when that happens, you need to send me a text, be like, it just happened. Oh my God.
I'll FaceTime you.
Okay, good. I want to be there. Okay, now, if you could have any superhero power, what would that power be?
Ooh. I think I would definitely want to be able to have the power to manipulate time.
Oh, so you would time travel. Where would you go?
Oh, I'm a big history buff. I think I would probably want to be... I'm torn. I'm a big fan of the 1920s in Paris, all of the artistic revolution that was happening then. I think I might want to spend a little bit of time maybe in like the 1700s just doing my thing in a big dress.
Now, would you go ahead and give country music a start back in the 1700s? You could be like, they'd call you the grandmother of country music.
That would be cool. That would be very cool.
I'd be sick of wearing those dresses, though. I'd be like, I want to wear pants.
Yeah, didn't they use wires and
stuff?
stuff?
Eventually be like, okay, this is fun for a minute, and I want to take it off and put on my yoga pants.
Yeah, back then everybody had back. Right? Because they had those big poofy dresses with the wire.
Oh, yeah, with the big bustle.
Right.
Or the Old West. I would definitely want to go back to the Old West, for sure. I think I'd want to
instead of Baby Got Back, it'd be Baby Got Bustle. Yeah.
That could be a new one.
Yeah, you could go back and write that song, Back in Time, and do that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Speaking of back in time, so if you had 5 minutes to sit down with anybody, and this could be anybody living, dead, doesn't matter, we could bring them back for 5 minutes, who would it be?
I would have to say, oh God, I'm torn. I have two people. I have
2.5 minutes apiece. We'll do that.
One living, one dead. Can I do one living, one dead?
Sure.
Okay. Living, James Taylor.
Oh.
Definitely James Taylor.
I know a James Taylor, but he's a black guy. It's not the same one.
Close, but no cigar.
Right.
But yeah, my dad, get a lot of my musical influences from him. And he was always playing James Taylor. And so he's kind of like the go-to on any road trip that we do. Like, we have a gigantic playlist of all his music, and that's all that we play on every road trip ever. But I just love him as a songwriter, as a guitarist, as a vocalist. And I don't know, he just seems like such a great guy. And he would just be someone I would love to just sit down for a minute with and talk.
You never know. Do you follow him on Twitter?
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah.
Well, tweet the hell out of him.
I can't wait till he follows
first
you back.
person to buy, one of the first people to buy the new album that he came out with not too long ago.
Yeah. So, yeah, tweet the hell out of him and be like, I want to open for you, James.
Can I just maybe for a minute? But dead, if I had to pick someone dead, it would be Stephen Stills.
Oh, okay. Crosby, Stills, and Nash?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So why him?
Manassas was the first album that I ever listened to when I was 10 years old. My dad and I would sit in the living room, and he would put on Manassas, and that was it for me.
So you think these two fellows have been like one of the biggest musical inspirations of your life?
Absolutely.
Or two of the biggest? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So between your parents and these two guys, and that's kind of where you came from, huh?
Yeah, and I grew up on all the classic country, Loretta Lynn and Dolly Parton and all those good guys. I mean, Loretta was the first one I sang. I sang "These Boots Are Made for Walking" in my third grade talent show. That was where the whole singing began.
That song's
I bet you nailed that song.
It was great. I can remember the outfit I wore that night. I thought I was just the coolest cat in town. I was in all leather. I had leather pants, leather jacket.
Yeah.
Yep. I was just
so basically you were popping and you had swagger.
I was popping and I did
poppin'.
have swagger, indeed.
Is there like a cover of you singing that?
We don't have one uploaded, but I sing it at almost every gig I do.
Well, get on it.
Yeah,
I will
hear it.
Oh my gosh.
Now,
will do.
Now I've got a cancellation list for the CMA Fest. So if I get, it's going to be like 2 or 3 down the road. But if I get 2 or 3 cancellations, can I call you for that?
Oh, absolutely. You got my number. Give me a holla.
Good.
Holla.
But you're going to come by anyway. We get hugs and red carpet pictures, right?
Oh, most definitely.
sweet
Right.
boss.
And you can always fry some chicken and bring it by as well.
Right.
She's like, ooh.
She's excited about it.
I talked to Devon. Damn it. Why do I do that?
Dude, just get the name right.
Devon.
I think you should just stick with it. Just
I
stick with
should.
it,
I'll
and
just
that's
stick
going to
with it.
be the name from now on.
Yeah, and I know it, and I always, like when I had her on the interview, it was like I called her Devon like half the time. And like I'd catch myself every time. But she's going to bake chocolate chip cookies, so we can just have like a little thing. We can have a buffet set up.
Right. All these people coming in with food.
Right.
It's going to be so good.
Yeah. I'll bring some little Debbie's and just be like, I participated.
Nashville is like 10% music, 90% food.
Oh, dude.
That's the reason why.
Dude,
That's why.
Bruh.
there's so many good
Bruh,
places.
don't even fool, because you know you can cook.
There's so many good places. Oh, I can cook. I'm going to be busy, though. It's like
Right.
little Debbie's all I got time for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one more time, if we want to stalk you or anybody out there listening wants to find out more about you, buy your music, where do they go? How do they do it?
You can go to KristiHoopes.com. It's spelled KristiHoopes. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, Blogger, just about any social media site you can think of. I'm on Tumblr too. I don't hit the Tumblr up a lot, but mostly all those social media sites. Follow me on Pinterest if you want good recipes.
You want to see food pictures.
And cute boots all the time.
That's great. You should figure out a way to combine your food pictures with your boots.
Maybe I should just do like a, you know what?
What?
When I get into town and I'm going to find a boot maker and have them just do fried chicken on the boot.
Like a boot full of fried chicken.
Exactly.
Or you could do a boot cake.
Ooh.
Like a cake boot.
Like a cake boot.
Yeah, you could just eat it.
I love
Just eat the boot.
love it.
Sonia says that your parents are very wise to support you because you're really, really good.
Well, thank you. And I'm thankful to my parents endlessly.
Except for your mom who unfollowed you on Pinterest.
Yeah, there's like, it's one of those like, I love you, but.
Right.
Next, she'll be
But
blocking
you got to stop it with the food
She'll
pictures.
be
You're killing
blocking
me.
you on Twitter.
Now, when you come to the CMA Fest this year, are you going to be performing anywhere or are you just going to be a fangirl?
I think this year I'm just going to fangirl it, and I'm just going to, enjoy. And I'm one of those people that when I go to concerts, I go for enjoyment, but I also go with a little notepad. I like to take notes because I think there's a lot that you can learn from other people. So it'll be kind of a business plus pleasure.
Hang on. Give me the floor for just a second. I got something I want to say.
Uh-oh.
All right.
All right. This is what we're going to do. If you are going to be around on the 12th of June, I can't get you in for an interview, but I could let you sing at the WABA Awards at BB King's.
Ooh,
so if you want to think about doing that, just a simple acoustic kind of thing,
absolutely.
I'll get with you, and we'll try to get you scheduled for that.
I'd love it.
Oh, she said absolutely.
Yeah, just because she's going to be around, and I want her to get some exposure. And I want some of these people to see her
Be
because
like,
she's good.
hey, man, she's good. Let's hit her up.
She's good, So
She's popping.
So
I'm pop, lock, and drop it.
Yeah,
Right, like a bounce.
you should do a rap. Is that a rap? Is that like what I
Pop,
sound?
lock, and drop it like a bounce.
Yeah. What have you ever heard this saying? Because you're young. I try to be cool.
I'm hip.
Yeah, you're hip to stuff.
I'm hip.
So if I said I was on fleek, would you laugh at me, or would you know what I was talking about?
Oh no, I definitely know what you're talking about.
So if I walked into a bar and I'm like, I'm on fleek, everybody.
Yeah, no, you are most definitely on fleek.
So
I think,
that would work.
Oh, definitely.
Why
I
does
think
everybody laugh at me then?
I forget what that means.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
On fleek is basically like you're all put together. Like you got everything going. Like you look good. And when you go out, you're like, yeah, I'm on fleek. Like I look
like
good
10 years
today.
ago, it'd have been, I got it going on, girlfriend.
Exactly. That
Right?
it's like it's either on fleek or like on point. I'm on point.
On point. I've heard that one before too.
Something perfect. You're like, I'm on point today.
What's the other one like don't cast shadow? Is that it? Or shade?
Oh, shade. Don't throw shade.
I've heard that one so many
Don't
times.
throw shade.
No,
Don't throw shade. The other one
Whatever
is
you do.
I guess like if someone's talking about you, like they're passing the tea.
Ooh, like sweet tea?
Yeah, they're like, oh, here's the tea. Like this is like the what's going on, the down low.
Oh, like the gossip.
Yeah.
See, we're learning so much stuff.
Hip. It's what you
Happening.
get.
Hip and happening.
Yeah. Okay. So hey, look for Craig or tweets from Craig. He's already tweeting you. So when we get done, look for that. Now, I guess we got to wrap it up. We went a little bit over, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's my show,
Right.
right? We can do whatever the heck we want to do.
Yeah, right over.
Right. But yeah, definitely, guys, make sure you look up Kristi Hoopes. It was KristiHoopes.com, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And if you just tuned in, make sure you go back and listen to the beginning of the show because we played two wonderful songs. At least It's Something and In My Own Sweet Time. And you can do that on iHeartRadio, Stitcher, thekristtopprogram.com. There's like 30 other places you can check it out. But make sure you give her a listen and go support her because I want her to keep writing songs. She's making a big move. She's coming to Nashville to pursue her dream and go to school. So, I mean, it's a big deal. So she needs ramen noodle money for sure. Yeah, right?
I love ramen.
Yeah.
Me too. I like to put hot sauce on it.
Now, are you? What are you going to be studying?
I'm studying recording industry and music business. I think it's important as a musician to not only have the singer-songwriter piece in the performance, but I think it's important to know things like copyright law, publishing.
Gotcha.
I think it's an important thing to know as an artist.
So you're coming to the right place to do it. Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's a show. Are you happy with the way things went today, Allie?
It went down like a bounce.
Yeah. You're on fleek.
I'm on fleek because it was bounce.
All right. You want to take us out this time?
You freaking know I do.
Okay. Go ahead. Did you forget what to say?
Yeah, okay. I was gonna be all cool.
Do it like a boss, girl.
I need to do it like a boss.
A boss.
Take us out like a boss.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Oh, what's the saying? What's that saying that you always say?
Just do your own thing.
It's all like, cool. Yo, thanks for listening.
Yeah, just be yourself.
All right. Thank you for listening to the Kristi Hoopes program. And until we broadcast again, please remember this. Life is good, and we're gone.
Maybe a dark things might be looking grim. I guess it's time for an acronym.
2,